Bro, look at that rat. No, I'm just playing. You're scared, right? What's up? First things first, we getting ready to start this new segment of Bible Bars right now. It's about to be crazy. But before we do anything, let me show you this shirt I got on right now. I don't know if you can see it. But this is the movement right here. Forget about me. Forget about me. John 3:30, decrease, he increase. Forget about me. If you don't got this merchandise, you need this merchandise. Comment below. Give me your email address. You're going to get this. You're going to get this. We got it in all kinds. If you don't want the man with the big beard, it's your prerogative. We got women with like a ponytail. We got afros. We got crew cuts. I mean, we got it all. Forget about me as the movement. Shout out to Fame. Shout out to Marquise. Alright, Bible Barz underway. Listen, I'm gonna get right to the point, right? Don't tell nobody this. Don't tell nobody. Can y'all see me? Bro, on a serious tip, I'm scared of gorillas. Don't laugh at me. It's disrespectful. I'm scared of gorillas. A gorilla walks on his hands. Do you know how strong you gotta be to walk on your hands? Alright, now that I got that off my chest, give you my confessions. What are y'all scared of? What is it that puts fear in your heart? I'm scared of gorillas, okay? You should be scared of gorillas too. Gorillas got both canines and arms big as torsos. I mean, a gorilla rip a tree down. I feel like that's just how I feel. You know what I mean? You ever seen a video where the gorilla was just walking, doing his gorilla thing, you know? And it was a man in the bushes and the gorilla was like, come here. The only thing I think I fear more than that is, you know, when your mom tells you that you're gonna get a whooping when you get home. You know what I mean? And then you wait and you never know when it's coming. You just looking around, you lingering, you know it's coming, but you just don't know when. Yeah. Let's talk about fear today. What are you afraid of? What is it that you esteem so high that got you all worried and wondering and scared? You know, I'm gonna show you this cool story because I feel like you need to know about this story. I think it's gonna be funny. It's crazy. My wife gonna kill me, probably gonna die. So if I'm not here next week to do these Bible Bars, just know I'm dead because my wife killed me. But listen, we were driving down US 19. Let me stop lying. We were driving right next to US 19 on Drew Street. And we were in a car, like, babe, you look good. I like the way you look. Your hair looks nice. And I'm just rolling, and then all of a sudden she just flipped into a frenzy. Kicked the door open. Listen, kicked the door open. Jumped out in the traffic. Took off running. I'm sitting there like, and then it finally dawned on me as I was holding my mouth open like this. A bee just flew across like this, and I was like, bruh. My wife is terrified of bees, if you don't know. I love you, babe. But anyway, fear is fear. Everybody gets scared. And I know that you get scared of something. Bible tells us don't fear man because man can only harm your body, but rather fear God who can break your body and your spirit in hell. Okay, so let's talk about it a little bit. All of these things that we got, everything that we fear, everything that we have, they just are derivatives of a lack of faith. I heard a man put it like this: fear is just having faith in the devil. And I was looking into this and I was seeing that, you know, fear is something that just grips us and it holds us captive, allows us not to do what it is that we need to do because we're so scared. What are you scared of? Let me get into the word. I want to show you some passages of scripture in this Bible Barz. All right, guys, I'm going to read you two passages of scripture. We're going to go to John chapter 6, verse 1. After this, Jesus crossed the Sea of Galilee, or Tiberias. Everybody say Tiberias.
Tiberias.
Okay, you said it. Drop down to verse 16. It says, when evening came, his disciples went down to the sea. They got into a boat and they started to cross the sea to Capernaum. Darkness had already set in, but Jesus had not yet come to them. Then a high wind rose, and the sea began to churn. You gotta churn the sea, okay? Sea began to churn. After they had rowed about 3 or 4 miles, they saw Jesus walking on the sea. He was coming near the boat, and they were afraid. Boom. We see in verse 1 that they called the Sea of Galilee the Sea of Tiberias. Interesting fact. Verse 16, we see Jesus showing up. They're rowing on their boats 3 or 4 miles. They're rowing. That's how they were rowing. And they got there, and then Jesus came walking on the water. Now, let me give you an interesting fact. Tiberius was not just any specific name. Tiberius, in fact, was actually the ruler of that day. You may know him as Caesar. His name was Tiberius Caesar Barz. Let me tell you why that's amazing, why that is incredible. Tiberius Caesar was the ruler of that day and age. He constantly put taxes on the people. You remember the coin that they brought to Jesus? Should we pay taxes? Jesus was like, render unto Caesar, render unto the Lord, etc., etc., etc. Tiberius was ruthless. Tiberius was a ruler that pushed over people and only gave them bread and crumbs. Tiberius represented all of the fears that you may have. Bars. What Jesus was doing, remember, Jesus never did anything just for any reason. He always had a purpose and a plan when he did his thing. Disciples are rolling up. They're in the middle of the ocean. Storm is coming. It's raging. And in the distance, they see Jesus walking on the water. But he wasn't just walking on any water. He was walking on the Sea of Tiberias. Bars. He was walking on the Sea of Tiberias. What am I saying to you? I'm saying that Jesus looked the face of Tiberius Caesar eyeball to eyeball, and he was like, I ain't scared of you. Jesus was not a pushover. He was not a punk. He looked his fear, not his fear, because he wasn't scared of nothing. He looked your fear in the face, and he walked all over it. Bars. Walked all over it. Craziest thing that you can see. Place your fear right in the place of Tiberius's name, and Jesus walked on the sea of gorillas, and Jesus walked on the sea of bees, and Jesus walked on the sea of spankings that your mama's supposed to give you because you ain't cleaned the dishes last night, and Jesus walked on the sea of roaches. And you get it, you get the point. Jesus walked all over the Sea of Tiberias, representing your fears. Let me read you some scripture. Bible tells us, and I'm paraphrasing y'all, it tells us that after Jesus walked up to the boat, Peter was looking like, Jesus, that's you? He was like, pinch me, bro, pinch me. Okay. Jesus, that's you. If that's really you, Jesus, then let me come out there and walk with you. Jesus said, come. And Peter walked on the water. So powerful. What does that mean? That means that not only did Jesus walk on the Sea of Tiberias, but he also calls Peter to. Peter as well walked on the Sea of Tiberias. Jesus didn't only conquer your problems himself, but he also is going to cause you to triumph and walk. So again, let me ask you this. What are you scared of? What is it that you think that's bigger than Jesus? What is it that you think that's bigger than our God? Our God is greater than all those things, those little things that you're afraid of, greater than the boogeyman that lives under your bed. Forget the boogeyman. Boogeyman don't stand a chance at God. The greatest enemy that you can compile up with all of your might, still no match for the one true God that we serve. Get over your fear and know that Jesus walked on the Sea of Tiberias, and you can too. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully this helped somebody. Guys, like I like to do at this time, let me give you some bars. Let me tell you how big God is. You can take all of the Decepticons, the Incredible Hulk, King Kong, and Godzilla, and all them Eastern gods, and give them 8 arms on each arm holding the atom bomb and the napalm, and I gotta step on them. And he wouldn't even bust a pore on his pinky toe. But then again, does he even have a pinky toe? Let me introduce you to anthropomorphism, the study of God's body parts. This God we serve is so big, he uses parts of you to help you comprehend his magnitude. The earth is his footstool. The earth. 7.46 billion people, 2 to 3 problems per person, over 1 million bodies of water divided by the land that was cursed, are all under his presence, or should I say feet, so that you might consider the size of your God before you ever consider the size of your problem. Job. Thank you. Hopefully I've given you something to take you to the next level, to go where you got to go. Remember to comment below. Remember, you need to buy one of these shirts. Fame is the movement. Also, I want you to go down and subscribe to my friend's channel, young lady that is powerful, anointed lady of God, Penta Chloe. Subscribe to her channel as well. You also follow my other girl over here, Sharita. Channel is Chat Impact. You'll be blessed by both of these channels. They'll give you the insight that you need. Remember, guys, this has been Bible Barz. Peace with all men. I don't know. I need something to say good. Boy, I'm scared. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my people on the camera? Bible Barz. What's up?